I'm John McCollum. We're at Housby Isuzu Mac in Des Moines, Iowa. Today I want to talk about three things. I want to talk about the Isuzu Priority Maintenance Service Package, also known as PSMP. I want to talk about fleet value parts from Isuzu, and I want to talk about how I do a walk-around process. And I'm going to show you some of the things that I look for when doing a walk-around. I've already met with the customer today. We're doing the homemaker's truck. The customer's Mike Henricks out there. He's aware that we're doing a 30,000 mile B service today, so it's going to be a full day procedure. We pre-planned that ahead of time because we knew how many miles were on the truck. I also will talk later about some of the different things we're going to do with the priority service packages as the vehicle ages and the mileage increases. So let's start with hooking up the IDSS. I've got that in the truck. I've got it hooked up, so it's going to download some of the health report information. That's going to give me some benefits I can discuss with Mike about how the truck is being driven, whether it's being driven aggressively, and whether the regens are getting done as they're supposed to. So I'm going to do a walk around with you and show you what I look for. First thing I want to do is just verify that the VIN number on the side of the truck is the truck that we're expecting. I've already verified the mileage, that we're at the 30,000 mile mark. Then I start my walk around as I'm going to look at the driver's side. I want to verify that we don't have any issues with the mirror, verify we don't have issues with the glass. I'm going to look at the tires, making sure the tires don't have any irregular signs of wear patterns and that they've got plenty of tread on them, 3 millimeters or more. I can also verify and just look in, make sure the rotors don't show any signs of grooving. The other thing I like to do is just look to see if there's any damage that maybe occurred the customer wasn't aware of. Could have happened yesterday. So I'm going to just glance over, make sure there's no issue with the truck, something that they maybe weren't aware of so they could think it happened at Housby. As I walk down the side, this truck looks great. I'm going to verify that the back tires look good. I want to make sure they've got plenty of tread, no signs of damage there, and no signs of any leaking wheel seals. I'm going to flip the lights on. I want to make sure we have all of the lights working. As I walk around, we can check the rear lights, make sure we don't have issues there. The rear of the vehicle, I want to make sure all of my clearance lights and all of my tail lights are working. I can also look for the lift gate to make sure there's no signs that we have any issues with their lift gate. Coming around on the passenger side, I'm going to look at the same thing we did on the driver's side. I'm looking at the rear tires. I'm going to look to make sure we don't have wheel seal issues. I'm also going to make sure the mud flaps are still doing what they're supposed to do. No signs of damage on the passenger side. Coming around, I'm going to look to make sure that the front tires here are also wearing as they should. No signs of damage to the rotors and plenty of tread. Coming around to the front of the vehicle, I'm going to make sure that the headlights are all working as they expected. Everything looks fine there. I'm going to check the glass, make sure we don't have any signs of cracking or pitting in the glass, and I'm going to glance at the wipers, make sure that the rubber's still doing what they're supposed to on the wiper blades. Coming back around, again, I've already met with Mike today. We've talked about the 30,000 mile priority service maintenance package. With that today, we're going to be doing transmission fluid. We're going to be doing rear differential gear oil. We're going to be doing a wheel bearing repack, and we're going to be doing brake fluid. That's all in addition to the regular service where we're going to be doing the oil change and the fuel filter service. So a B service is a great value that they purchased with their priority service package. It's going to take great care of the vehicle. With this particular truck, they bought a 100,000 mile priority service package. They're going to get 3 of those B services every 30,000 miles. New training fluid, new gear oil, new brake fluid, wheel bearings repacked. That's a big deal on these trucks, maintain them to the highest level. If the truck reaches 50,000 miles, when it does, then we're going to be talking about doing new coolant fluid or new coolant in the truck and also a valve lash adjustment. We do that at 50,000 and again at the 100,000 mile mark. That's a big deal to these trucks, maintain them again at the highest level. When the truck reaches 100,000 miles, then we're going to talk about taking that DPF filter out. That filter is designed to trap what used to see the black soot blowing in the sky, traps it in the filter, and through a regen process turns it into ash. Filter can only hold so much of that ash. Every 3,000 miles or 100,000 miles should be taken out and professionally baked, which lowers the ash level in that filter. You can get some more life out of it. If for some reason something happens to that filter, maybe you got a driver that doesn't allow the regens to take place and that filter gets damaged, then we'll start talking about fleet value filters. You can buy that fleet value replacement filter for a lot less than you can the OEM filter. Same great product and it's same warranty, but at just a cheaper price. Also, as the truck ages, I like to talk about other fleet value options like shocks. In Iowa here, we have, unfortunately, we get a lot of potholes and bad winters. These things get used. We can talk about fleet value shocks as a replacement for them. It's just the same great product at a little bit more of an economical price. One thing I like to talk about here at Houseby, we want to make sure that the customer's getting the benefit out of the truck in every way possible. We want to minimize any risk of damage to the truck. Recently, we've had several trucks, not with homemakers, but with some other companies, that were getting actual diesel fuel into the DEF tank. The DEF tank down here requires DEF fluid only, diesel emissions fluid. But we see younger drivers in these trucks that you don't have to have a CDL to drive this truck. And we see where there's problems where someone that maybe doesn't know, and they put diesel fluid in this instead of, or put diesel fuel in this instead of DEF fluid. So recently I had my marketing department create a new sticker to go on all of our trucks for homemakers and anybody that would like to have those. Some of our regular customers, we're going to provide these stickers for them just as a way to try to prevent any cross-contamination of diesel fuel going into this DEF fluid tank. I think we need to do all we can to try to minimize that. Again, John McCall, Des Moines, Iowa. I'd like to thank you for watching the video today. I hope you learned something. Here in Iowa, we're right in the middle of Des Moines. We've got Iowa nice with fields of dreams. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to talk to you. You can give me a call at 515-266-2177. I'll help in any way I can.